Yo, what up? BigPlayRay here. Very exciting day. Never thought this day would actually happen. I've owned my G8 for over a year now, and when I bought the G8, I originally wanted a black G8 for one of the main reasons. For some reason, I feel like I see more black G8s with the black red interior combo. I ended up finding a really good deal on a one owner G8, which is what I have now. Of course, you all know it's red, and I have the black interior. So, had a friend actually on Facebook in one of the groups, and he messages me. He said it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Yo, get online right now. This guy just posted an interior that he wants to swap." So I get in the message, not the message room. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I get on the page. I believe it was Pontiac G8 Classifieds, and he tagged me in the post. I get in touch with the guy. Of course, we get into a chat. I get him on the phone. Just so happens he just bought a G8, and he had switched out from the red and black front seats to a all black racing seat. So therefore, he needed a black rear seat and was looking to trade. The front seats are not in the greatest of conditions. They're doable. And I also have an interior guy that can probably help me out quite a bit to try to match them up. So after talking to him, we decided that we would swap the rear seats. And as I guess just in good faith, he said he would give me the front seat covers so I could put on my seats. He had actually used the heaters and the airbags from his original OEM seats. So therefore, I was willing to take that deal because I want black and red seats that bad. Further along in the conversation, I asked him if he was willing to part with his steering wheel because that's red and black as well, and his shift knob. And he, in fact, told me he thought I had a base wheel, but I actually have the black sport wheel, which is very similar to his. So he is willing to also swap me his steering wheel and his shift knob. And I am working right now on getting the speedometer from him, even though I want an HSV speedometer because I did the badge conversion. So that would totally revamp my interior. It would give me the interior I actually wanted. So I'm super excited about this. I've actually already started taking out my interior because I plan to meet this guy tomorrow. I'm gonna give you a quick shot of my interior. I've already started taking the interior out. I already have the back seats out, as you can see. Real easy to do. 4 bolts pull up on the, actually you pop the rear seats up and they slide right out. Then there's 4 bolts that hold the upper portion of the back seat. They actually bolt up. Now you can't see my finger here, but you can actually bolt them up. They bolt up here, and there's one more over here, and it's the same on the other side. Again, I am going to keep my front seats, but I will also be getting the steering wheel and the shift knob. So that's pretty exciting, and I look forward to doing this. So I'm going to cover the swap for you guys, and I'm going to let you know how it goes when I get my seats tomorrow and get everything installed. So I'll get back in touch with you real soon. Yo, BigPlayRay back at you. Day 2 of Project Black and Red. We'll call it that. Just got back from Alabama. Just met the guy. Got the black and red seats. They're gonna need a little work, a little reconditioning, but I'm up for the challenge. And the primary goal was to get the steering wheel. Needed the GXP wheel for sure. Definitely wanted the shift knob. And the back seats are flawless. The front seats, the front 2 seats, obviously, which always get the most wear and tear, those are going to need a little bit of work. But I think I can order I can order portions off of g8only.com. So that's the game plan. I'm still going to put the seat covers on for them in the meantime until I get the new replacements, just because that's the way I like to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And it'll give me some experience in taking the seats apart and whatnot, because I'd like to do stuff like that. So let me flip this around. Let me show you what I got. I've already got the steering wheel on, already got the shift knob on, and I'm about to get cracking on getting the seats in the car. All right. So still haven't put the back seats in. Still have the 2 front seats in. We're gonna get that on there. New steering wheel in play. shifters in already. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Gonna have a guy do some touch-ups on some of that just to make it look perfect. And inside, like I said, the guy had racing seats installed in his G8. So I only got the front covers because he took the heat modules and the airbags out of his OEM seats, like I had said before. So I only got the covers. So other than that, I just cleaned them up. They're in fairly good condition. The only spot that I'm really worried about is right here, which there is a little tear. And I'm gonna have my interior guy take a look at that. If I can't get it fixed for a reasonable price, I do believe that I can order sections off of G8 only, like I said. And it's really just the bottoms. The uppers are in pretty good condition. They're actually in really good condition after cleaning them. So I'm really satisfied with how that turned out. There's the other bottom. It has a little crack on the side over there by where the controls go. The back portion of the back seat, the lower's in great condition. Same with the uppers on the back seat. So that's gonna go really well. We're gonna get all this installed, and this will be my first time really taking seats out, the front seats out, and like taking them apart. So I'm really excited to do that and learn how to do that. And I will keep you updated as I go. Yes, sir. Back seat, super easy. Anybody that doesn't know, it's just 2 clips. So you will grab literally right here and you just yank up. Just yank up, give a good jerk, pop them right back in. They pop out, and when the seat comes out, the seat will come out, and then there's gonna be a 2 bolts that I showed you earlier. Come out real smooth, man. That's a really good look. Really happy. That's exactly what I wanted from the beginning. So, pretty sweet. Now, it is time for the front seats. So, never taken seats out before. Well, I've taken seats out before. I've never actually replaced covers of seats. So, I got a couple friends coming over, and they're gonna help me out. And hopefully we can get some black and red seats today. All right, front seat, passenger side. These just pop off, just pull up. Don't try to rip them off. You don't want to break any clips. You just kind of massage them off. And you got 1 bolt right there. Then you have another bolt right there. And clearly, we need to vacuum that. So, get back to that. They say after you knock those bolts down, get those bolts squared away, and you will be able to just pull the seats out. So, yo, what's up? BigPlayRay back at it. Day 3 of Operation Black and Red Seats. I have officially put everything in the car now. Learned a great deal about replacing seats. Do I think I would ever do it again? Not quite sure yet. There's a lot to understand. It's a relatively simple job when you're doing the seats. The seats isn't the problem. In my opinion, the biggest problem out of the whole job is the sensitivity of the airbag system. I'm going to go over some things. I'm going to show you what I experienced, and I'll give you a quick walk around, and we'll take a look at what I got going. All right, so here we are. Everything is officially in. And again, I got the seats used from a guy. He traded me straight out for my black interior. I've always wanted the black and red interior in my car, as you heard earlier. So it was worth it for me to take his interior as is. It's not perfect. There's a small tear in the front seat, which I do plan to get the seat covers replaced later. But the pricing options to get it repaired, it was just far too high. People wanted $250, $300, $400 to replace this small. Let me see if I can get this right. To replace this small section right here, just this section, they wanted $250 for it, and it was going to be vinyl. It might not be a direct match, so I can get the replacement seat covers from a guy for $600 to $625 shipped to my door. So I didn't want to spend a third of that, and I was going to sell my black seats anyway, because somebody would want a perfect set of black seats. So I had about $400 together with the cost of the repair and the sale of my black seats. I will probably just buy a brand new set of seat covers, and I would have the uppers and lowers brand new and fresh, and I can have an airbrush guy touch up the rest of the stuff. So with all that being said, here's the swap. Again, steering wheel, shift knob. I opted not to get the Speedo because I'm going to order an HSV overlay from Black Cat. So that will come later in another video. There's the front seats. Here is the back seats. Overall, I am very, very happy with the job. It was worth it for me in my case because I really wanted that interior. I really wanted the black and red interior. So I would definitely say if you want the black and red interior, if you could find it reasonable, like I said, I found a direct swap. The guy swapped me no money in, so it was certainly worth it for me. The biggest things, and I'm gonna come around here because I want to show you the two biggest things with this swap, okay, is understanding how this is removed, because this cracks very easily. Understanding how this is removed, and this right down here. There's one on this side and there's one on the driver's side. This is your power, airbag, all of the controls for your heater, your heating options, pretty much everything that powers the seats. But more importantly, you have to understand, and I can move the seat up here so I can show you. More importantly, there is an airbag right here in the seat, okay? And your airbag deployment system can trigger if you do not take the right precautions and right steps in removing the seat, which I did have to learn the hard way because I do have the ABS light. I put in this particular clip right here backwards, and this clip did not fasten all the way. So once I broke it back down and looked at it again, I realized that I had errors in these two connections. I did get an ABS light, so I have to have a friend that has a scanner. You have to have a pretty advanced scanner to pick up ABS codes, and I'm supposed to be getting with him tomorrow in order to see if I can get rid of the ABS light or if I damage the sensor at all in powering the car up with those connections not being made properly. So that was a learning lesson for me. I would say the job was relatively simple. A lot of people said, oh, it's a simple swap, just take your time, which it is very true. You do need to take your time. More importantly than that is you need to unplug your battery. I would even go so far as to take the ABS and the ADS fuse out, which I believe is fuse number 1 and fuse F15. I believe it's a 5 amp fuse. And I would take those out because those are both related in some way, shape, or form to the airbag system. So with that being said, that's a very important piece. This piece right here actually slides in. If you notice, there's a little groove right there that slides under your seat. So if I can get it in here, it actually slides under the seat like that. So it's very, very important that you get it under your seat. All right, and when you're removing it, don't just yank up or you will crack the panel. Guaranteed you will crack the panel. Then you have to move the seat forward and you will attach the back clamp over the seat frame as well, and it's just held on with a clip. So those are the most important things, is the power down process, which is unplugging the battery and removing the fuses, giving that time for it to discharge the battery, and obviously having your seats in the right position in order to remove them. But those things are very, very important. Overall, again, I'm very, very happy with the way it turned out, and it brought a new element to my car that I have always wanted, which is the black and red interior. So that's about it. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all of the above. I'll be back with more videos. Next up, probably going to be the HSV overlay. So stay tuned, and I appreciate you watching.